Okay. Everybody got your beer?
No. Got my claw.
Your claw?
I'll go Joy Janelle tonight.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 329 of the Nation Conversation. I am your host, Ryan. I'm here with the in-person boys, Bill and Wally. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
How you guys?
See, we actually care about the show.
Well, I mean, how can a dead person care about anything?
That's
They're
true.
dead.
Oh, right. I forgot we killed him.
Yeah.
We should just replace him with Booty's dog Rocco.
Booty's dog Rocco?
Just replace all our friends with him.
Just every wait,
Even
would you have to clone him, or can he take the place of multiple people?
He can handle multiple people.
Okay. Velveteen Dream was released.
I had forgot he was
Last week.
there. That's how.
You really did?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he hadn't been on TV in a while.
Yeah, I didn't remember him being there.
Wow. Did you read any of his he finally said something? Did you read any of that?
No. Imagine he disagrees.
He disagrees.
Somebody too quiet? Feels too quiet.
Yeah, I'm trying to speak like into the microphone.
Probably way too much.
Why? Because you can hear vibrating on your headset.
No, don't do that. No,
Too much?
Yeah, that's way too much. Back off a little bit. Jesus Christ.
This is a shit show. We should go back to being on Zoom because that seemed more professional from us.
Well, it was easier to just hit go. But anyway. Yeah, Velveteen Dream. Gone. What obviously there's a lot there to unpack.
What did he say?
Basically, he didn't know anything. He was professional. Everything's been misconstrued, and now he has to figure out his career because of somebody trying to take him down. Sort of. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like everyone agreed that he was not a very good dude.
Right.
That's what it sounded like, yeah.
A lot of folks in the NXT locker room did not like this guy.
Was when Mike was putting all the stuff in the group chat about which story are you talking about? Is that about Velveteen Dream?
Yeah.
And people would be asked like, "Oh, tell us the story about." Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign when people are saying, "Oh, which story are you referring to?"
And I don't know if that ever came out. Did Sean Ross Sapp ever say any of that? I don't know if he did.
I didn't see it. Mike didn't post anything.
He said he was good. He was trying to source something about a story about filming people without their knowledge or something like that in the locker room. And I don't know if he ever said anything. Did he?
Mike didn't post anything. So
I'm guessing he did not get that source. Sean Ross Sapp, not Mike. Do you think Mike has sources?
Mike's not that good.
He has sources? I don't think so.
No.
I'm looking it up now just to be sure. But Velveteen Dream, one of everybody's favorites for a long, long time.
He was very entertaining.
Entertaining. Yeah.
A lot of these things are true, including his affinity for young men.
Yeah, that also was alleged.
Very bad.
Obviously. Yeah, not great. Not great story. There were many other releases that were out of before this. Before that happened, we had a list of dudes and ladies released from NXT as if their cuts weren't enough. They have more budget to cut.
Always.
That's what they said. More budgetary cuts. Alexander Wolf, former member of Sanity, got kicked out of Imperium and got fired all in the same week almost.
I don't know how you can't find a place for this dude. He's a very good wrestler. And he's played a bunch of different roles.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem like he's the type of guy that needs to have title shots and all that.
He's kind of like a gang member, right?
He in NXT he always has been. But wasn't he a big deal in Europe before he came over too?
Probably.
Yeah. I remember his name for
I feel like it was like him and Tommy End and Big Damo were like the big guys out of Europe.
Yeah. Well, somebody's going to grab him, I'm sure. And
how's he on the mic?
Not bad.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. This one shocked me. Jessamine Duke.
Yeah.
One of the 4 horsewomen of the MMA fired, but they didn't fire Marina Shafir.
Because she's married to Roddy Strong.
Who was not on TV either.
NXT.
He quit NXT.
Yeah. Jessamine Duke is green.
Very.
But
yes.
also not a bad wrestler.
So
No.
was Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Yes,
they were
absolutely.
great.
That's the big takeaway for me here is the fact that they never actually figured out how to do four horsewomen versus four horsewomen
Yeah, right.
is a giant miss by WWE.
That never happened.
I don't know how you messed that up. They did it themselves. All you have to do is give them the ring to stand in.
She was on Up, Up, Down, Down doing streaming stuff.
Well, Ronda was already gone by the time Shayna started coming up.
Right. Ronda was
So
gone.
That's a problem there. And it didn't seem like she wanted to come back at all, right?
Ronda's now pregnant, so she's
Exactly.
not coming back for a while.
Is
you
this
would
her
assume.
first?
Yeah, her first.
Oh, I thought she already had one.
She wanted to, and nothing happened for a long time. So who knows what the story is there? But she is actually having a baby now. But Jessamine Duke was a big part of Up, Up, Down, Down, owned by WWE. So now she's not going to do that. I'm very confused.
Yeah, I would assume not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very, very bizarre. And Marina Shafir is still employed. So
What's Shayna doing? Is she still in NXT?
Shayna's up. She's women's tag champ still, right? With Nia.
They lost it at one point.
In
I don't know if they
NXT,
got it back.
Yeah, I think they did lose. They lost to Nia, or I'm sorry, they lost to Tamina and Natty. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, she's up on the
No, it
She's on the
wasn't
main
them.
roster. Yes,
Mm,
she
okay.
did. They just recently on Raw lost to them. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Well, they lost to somebody else too then, but I don't know.
Maybe they got him back. I don't know. Vanessa Bourne also out. Didn't do very much, but
They never
I
did
didn't-
anything with her.
Didn't have a bad opinion of her. I
She
guess.
was attractive. She was
Yep.
okay. She wasn't great.
right.
They never figured out what to do with her though.
Didn't they change her name?
I think so. Yeah.
They were supposed to have called her up to the main roster. I don't think she ever even.
Corey
appeared.
Graves loved her,
Yeah.
like in a weird way.
That's not a name I know. So.
Kavita Devi, first Indian female signee, and competed in the Mae Young Classic. Had some,
Seemed like that's all she did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she was on NXT a little bit, but never like in a serious way.
never really.
Was she a
made it.
jobber too?
Kind of.
Yeah.
She was huge though. So she will show up again though when they go to Saudi Arabia. They will bring her in, I'm sure.
Yeah. Skylar Story, who I don't think ever showed up on TV. Brandy
Okay.
Lauren from Evolve and Florida Indies never ever showed up. Got signed. They were planning on bringing her in. The only time she ever showed up, she was with Damian Priest in the hot tub when he won the belt. Right?
Yeah. I think
Remember
so.
when he won the North American title and then jumped in a hot tub
Yeah, party, bro.
because he was partying? Yeah. That is the only time I think she showed up on TV.
Yeah, I
Pretty
don't know
sure.
her. I think so.
Ezra Judge, former football player, released. Jake Clemens, referee. Don't remember much about him either.
I've never heard of either of these names. So
Yeah, so more releases to come apparently as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Gotta cut that bait. Gotta save that money. But yeah, Velveteen Dream from the penthouse to the outhouse.
They cut
Real quick.
They cut
he
all
sure
of
did.
these people before breaking the news about Velveteen.
Yeah, these guys were cut first.
That's definitely like trying to be
Um,
like, oh well, here's what you want to focus on. Don't
Right.
focus on all these 6 people above him.
Yeah, it's a PR thing. Drake Wirtz, the referee, the very
Oh, that guy.
embattled referee, also released.
Which
Okay.
they're saying, was it Mike? Somebody was saying there was a bunch of other stories too. It wasn't just his strong,
It wasn't
odd
his,
political takes of late.
his political takes at a city council meeting.
Yeah.
It basically was like the last thing. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
But he had lost being head referee already
right.
and some other stuff.
There were
too,
many
so-
incidents, and he even got in a fist fight with somebody. I think Ezra Judge might have been the dude. I can't remember exactly,
But they both
got,
gone now.
got in a fist fight with somebody as well. So gotta get that claw for the working man. A lot of news this week. Will Ospreay is injured and needs to vacate the New Japan Super Belt.
His neck once again, right?
Neck injury, needs to vacate the Super Belt.
Bad because he's had a lot of neck injuries.
That's a shame.
It's not good. I think he has to vacate the British belt as well. I think he still
How
has
did
the
he have
Rev-
that still?
He still has the Rev Pro belt. So
No. I said it and I'll say it again. This is Stone Pitbull's time to step in.
mhm.
His neck will never be injured.
He's got quite. Does he have like a super neck or no neck?
I feel like no neck
because it's so super.
because
It just muscles all around it. It's just protected.
his shoulder
His
actually
pecs
starts like
go
down
up to
here.
his chin.
Yeah, they protect his pecs, protect his neck.
Yeah.
I still don't get why they took the belt off God so quickly to give it to Ospreay. It made absolutely no sense. I'm not a Ospreay fan for his personal behavior, but he is very good in the ring, and this is unfortunate that he has his injury.
And clearly, they had plans for him if they had the belt on him.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen now?
I want it to be Stone Pitbull, but it's probably going to be what's his name? How did I just Okada?
Yeah,
it's just like whatever. Just give it back to Okada.
It seems like if they've got no other plans for it, especially since it's an injury.
What about God?
I mean, that would be great.
But they're not going to go right back to him.
I would hope they took the belt off him because they actually have something in the works.
It doesn't seem that way.
It does not seem that way, but that would be my hope.
I don't get it. Why? Just made no sense at the time. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. It feels like Okada is probably getting it back. It's just like, all right, here's a safe option. Just go with this for now. See what we can do.
They've got all the COVID issues. Do you think they're going to do a tournament before the G1? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
But Suzuki has said he'll just do it. So
he'll just take the belt.
That would be fine.
Just give it to Suzuki.
G1's not till August usually, right?
Yeah, it's
I think even later.
But we have the Olympics.
Right, I think it's even later because of the Olympics.
Okay,
so yeah, they
September.
Can't. So
really
they kind of
wait.
They
right?
kind of need to figure this out now, right?
Because they do have other summer shows coming up too, if they have shows.
Yeah,
because they've been canceling stuff due to Corona, which apparently has disappeared in America. Who knew?
It hasn't. Sorry,
I didn't think it did either. But
other more big news: AEW moving to TBS. AEW Dynamite will move to TBS in 2022.
Is that a good move or a bad move? I
honestly
don't know.
The same.
That's a lateral move.
I think it's a lateral move.
Well, TNT. I don't know. In my mind, TNT always seemed like the more adult-driven station, whereas TBS is more family-driven.
Right.
So I think that could be a possible bad turn for them.
They have to take it down a notch with the swearing and stuff. You think
swearing, just like overall crazy shit that they do.
Blood.
Yeah. But so I don't know. This might be a bad idea or a bad move for them.
This is all because TNT acquired hockey, so they have to put hockey on TNT on Wednesdays.
So they're gonna run against themselves.
I guess they have to. They're getting a third hour of television. TNT wanted it to be added to Dynamite.
Well, every time
that is not a good idea.
WWE adds another hour, it always works out well.
So a 1 hour show, Rampage, will air on Fridays on TNT in 2022. It will also have 4 smash of the Chapiachas on TNT throughout the year. Not Clash of the Champions.
So they technically only have one show. One weekly show.
Right now they have the one show on TNT, but 2 shows on YouTube.
Okay. Do we count that as a show?
You don't need to watch it at all.
Okay.
You can completely skip Dark and Dark Elevation.
Okay.
On Monday and Tuesday. They basically are dark matches where dudes pad their stats.
Okay.
Guys and girls pad their stats.
For weekly shows, I could see them getting a second show in 2023.
Well, they're
moving toward. Well, I mean, an hour show doesn't.
It's an hour every Friday, and it'll be supposedly a companion piece to Dynamite. So that means that I could see a SmackDown kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Do we get brand splits? When do we get our first AEW draft?
Maybe that's what I mean by 2023.
Let's hope not. Don't do that.
And then we can get Bradshaw to lead one commentary team. Oh, this is going to be great.
Oh, Bradshaw. Big Show and Bradshaw on one.
Yep.
Jerry the King Lawler, what's he going to be doing in 2023?
He'll be available.
There'll be another 2 rounds of budget cuts. I'll be surprised.
You can reunite him with JR? Yep, this is happening. That's not even a joke anymore.
They should get rid of JR.
You've been saying that a long time.
I have.
He's their best color guy.
Maybe at the beginning.
They might
Not color. He's their best play-by-play.
No, that's not true. Don Callis is leaving Impact Wrestling. We've known about this for months. I feel like he's leaving Impact Wrestling, and he's going to continue to manage the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega and the Bucks, apparently. So he's probably going to just work at AEW.
Now, is he coming in with a backstage role too?
No, I don't. I think he's just a performer.
Interesting.
So
because he does a lot for.
He
Impact,
did.
doesn't
Apparently, he gave up a lot of those duties at the beginning of the year.
Huh.
So I don't know if he was planning on this move and just
has
said,
Impact suffered from that. I mean, I know they haven't ever
No.
been good, but can you tell a difference in
it's
their
pretty
product,
much
you
the
think?
same.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same because the one dude, Scott Demore, is still there booking. So he's going to move to AEW. Apparently, this is sad. Miz, who I don't hate, you guys don't like him.
I mean,
he's just
I don't
not,
say I
he's
hate him.
not,
Not a good
not the best
wrestler.
wrestler,
He's
but
not a good wrestler.
this is sad. He tore his ACL in the zombie match that happened.
That's got to be the worst time to
Isn't that
ever
terrible?
tear your ACL is in a shitty
How did it
match
happen?
like that.
Oh, a zombie did it to me.
I feel like that's what happens. So you go like 3/4 speed because you don't care, and then you get hurt.
Yeah.
Apparently, WWE got $1 million to do the zombie match. I don't know if it was worth it.
From who?
From this movie company.
Oy.
Insane. That movie's on Netflix. Do you have any interest in watching it?
Not until you guys make me.
Army of the Dead, I think.
Army of the Dead.
Oh, I have been
Just
hearing
came
about
out.
that.
Bautista's in it.
Bautista.
Who did say I read the other day that he's done with Guardians after the next one
I did hear. Yeah, he's done
because he doesn't want to take his
After the
shirt
third
off every
one.
movie anymore.
I mean, come on, guy. You're not done. John Cena might come back.
Yeah, of course, he was never not coming back.
He might come back for the
that's not
start
really
of
news.
live tours. The start of live tours. They're in negotiation to bring him back.
Oh, jeez.
Are you excited?
Can't wait to not go see him in Albany.
I just tossed this one in there because I saw this. I didn't even watch it. I just saw the thing and I'm like, what? Remember Rick Boogs?
Yeah, I remember Buggs.
Remember Boogs from NXT? He showed
Apparently
up.
He's wildly strong.
Is he?
Like he would win all of their.
Oh, they're like.
Him and Bianca Belair would win all their combines or
Oh,
whatever.
right. The combines. Yeah. Well, apparently he showed up on. He showed up on SmackDown playing guitar.
Playing real guitar or air guitar?
Real?
Why?
I don't know.
He's supposed to play all of the air instruments, I thought.
I honestly thought
thought so,
his
too.
name was Rick Boogs. When you,
I think
when
it's
reading-
Buggs.
It's like
no, it is Buggs.
Bugenhauser or
Yeah,
something like
it's
that.
Bugenhagen, but like
Yeah.
reading this right now, I was like,
Bugs.
who the
Bugs.
fuck is Rick Boogs?
Ricky Bugs.
I'm pretty sure
Bugs.
that's what they put in there. Buggs.
Oh,
Bill,
yeah.
it's time for a segment to be named later.
Yeah, we had a few things last week. I don't know why we talked about Ben Zobrist, but we were trying to. You had
Mike.
said you think he played for the Vacate.
Oh, right. Yep.
In fact, he did. Guess the year.
2007.
2004.
Damn.
I was gonna
Long time ago.
I was gonna say you guys had to been out of or like just in high school, maybe just out of high school.
Just out of high school.
Yeah, because that's what
Right.
you would have.
He played 68 games. He had 339 with 4 home runs, 45 RBIs, 45 runs scored, and 15 stolen bases. So he might have a future.
I mean, isn't he retired though?
I don't know.
Probably.
But at this point, because that was 17 years ago.
But I
Yeah.
do remember he being very good for my fantasy baseball team.
Yeah, because you could play him in any position.
Yeah.
The other one we couldn't figure out was John Moxley's young lion friend, shooter Shota Umino. For some reason, we couldn't come up with his name. He is, in fact, Red Shoe's kid. He's currently excursioning in Rev Pro. I didn't know he's in Britain.
Your guy Ben Zobrist retired.
Did he?
But he's open to coming back. Retired in 2020. Did not want to play that season.
That's fair. That's fair.
And is open to coming back. That's a weird retirement angle, but okay.
Yeah, that means I got caught. I don't feel like going to the
Right.
minors. Someone give me a call in playoff
Yeah,
time.
I'll
Need
play,
a bench guy.
I'll play for the Red Cubs, but not the minor leagues.
Yeah. I also looked into who was in this. Hit Row Records that showed up on NXT.
Oh, right. Hit
because they are a record company, apparently, a label.
Oh, the real Hit Row.
Oh
wait, no, you're saying that this crew
is called Hit Row Records.
They're called Hit Row Records. Oh, yes. Okay, I see.
Of course, it's led by Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Right.
Then there's Top Dollar AJ Francis.
Yeah, he's the big guy.
He was a former nose tackle, first at Maryland, and then for like 7 teams in the NFL.
Okay,
so he's at least a real athlete.
NFL guy.
Ashante Viadonis, aka Tahuti Miles. He's the only one we've actually seen in the ring.
We've seen him a bunch, right?
Yep. And then BFAB, Brianna Brandy. She's only ever worked for WWE in the wrestling sense. She's actually a musician.
Nice.
But she has some like fight training, boxing. She's like a boxing coach and stuff like that.
Wow.
So that could be interesting.
I think I want to say she showed up and clowned on Cam Grimes one time. Like she was outside and he was trying to do the basketball thing. I think that she was.
Oh, that was her. Okay.
I think that she was in one of those.
Yeah, because there was somebody who like, he's like, dribble a basketball. So she like dribbled it and kept it away from him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was her, but
I think that was her, but I'm not totally sure.
The other one I was trying to find was all the different father-son tag team champions throughout time.
Oh, yeah.
I actually had a hard time finding any real life father-son duos.
Oh, fake ones.
Fritz Von Erich, Kevin Von Erich, and Mike Von Erich did once win the NWA World 6-Man Tag Team Championships.
Okay.
For like a day.
Okay.
But I could not find anyone who had like a reign as a real tag team.
Wow.
There's been plenty of guys who have fought tag team matches.
But I definitely remember, like, I'm pretty sure Dustin and Dusty had a match together.
Dustin and Dusty did. Bob Orton used to hang out with Randy all the time, and they would always lose when they fought together. But so there have been, and I think the Gagnes did some stuff together up in AWA country. But apparently never together as a tag team until Ray.
Okay, so maybe they got that one right.
Yep.
It does seem a little weird because there was a lot of father and son.
Yes. There have been a lot of times where fathers and sons show up together, but apparently never to actually win belts.
Wow.
Except for, of course, Fritz giving himself a 6-man tag belt. But
yeah, that makes sense.
Well, got all those boys.
I actually
and then he just took himself off the team and put Carrie in it. I think it was the other end of it.
I actually just watched the Dark Side of the Ring of pretty much the first season, right? Because I got into it from watching.
I still watched the one.
I was like, "Holy Jesus Christ, he's crazy! What other craziness can I watch?" And the Von Erich,
all the crazy,
really good. I really like that one. Very sad, but
insanely sad.
Yeah. There's no good ending to most of those stories.
No, that's why it's Dark Side of the Ring.
Even the one who's still alive is like,
he's
the oldest one, right? David, I think.
Well, technically second. Because they had an older brother who died when he was 5.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah.
On Eric's, man. All right. AEW, we had Christian Cage versus Matt Sydal.
It doesn't count. It's not Cage versus Page.
I mean, this is a couple of old WWE guys. But.
Just building to that. Cage won. Christian Cage won. The Acclaimed came out and faced Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Because they said, hey, we're the number one. Here's another example of like this getting in the way of the rankings getting in the way. The Acclaimed was the number one ranked tag team, but Eddie Kingston and John Moxley were supposed to have the double or nothing match because they're the bigger names against the Bucks. So they had to have a match.
Which one's the Acclaimed?
Yeah.
It's Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, I think is the other guy's name. Max Caster's the dude who raps.
Yes.
They're putting him in big spots by himself.
Okay.
He's still in a tag team. So Moxley and Kingston won, but the main part of the match was in his diss track. Max Caster made fun of Renee.
Oh, bad idea.
And then because the name of her podcast, which is a very good podcast, it's named Oral Sessions.
Oh.
And he goes,
very easy.
So he went
to make fun of.
So he went for that and said, she's been dying to get me on the show and have some oral sessions or something like that. And then Anthony Bowens, he gets on the mic and he goes, she just wants to interview him, guys. What's wrong with you? This is kind of funny. But Moxley went after them. I don't know if he knew about. I'm assuming he knew about it and just
I would
fake being pissed.
Yeah.
But he was very convincing. Hikaru Shida faced Rebel, not Reba. And Shida won, but Britt Baker beat her up after the match. So
they've been building to that match for a while.
We've been building to this for a year.
Yeah.
Britt Baker has the title, correct?
She does not.
She does.
Hikaru Shida has a title. We're going to talk about that in one
She's
second.
had it for a long time, right?
Okay.
She's had it for over a year. Inner Circle accepted Stadium Stampede 2 and another one of their like Everybody Talks promos. It was fine. I really liked this match. Serena Deeb versus Red Velvet, NWA Women's Championship on the line. Serena won. Very good. Red Velvet was very good in the match.
Okay.
I like that there's 2 women's championships.
Well, NWA, they put NWA title on their show. Yeah. So, which is nice.
Billy Gunn Jr. is undefeated
on Dark. Well, he's defeated now because he got killed by Anthony Ogogo.
Is that the boxer?
The boxer.
Okay.
And they had their whole nationalist thing going again.
Oh, yeah.
And Austin Gunn lost. Very good selling.
All right.
I don't know what else is there yet. But
did Billy come out and then just crush Anthony Ogogo?
No, Billy, I think, was in the crowd with the other kid.
No, that's too bad.
There's another Gunn.
There's two guns. You said he very good seller. I mean,
yeah,
it makes sense.
Good selling in the match.
He learned from one of the best. So
Billy can sell, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can sell.
Billy was not bad in the ring.
No, he's a good wrestler.
Couldn't talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
He just had his one line, the 2 words "suck it." That's all he had to do. If he did that right, then he was good.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Miro came out and talked about how I killed Darby and now I'm the champ to beat. But Lance Archer came out and said, we're gonna have a big man match. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, bump and guts.
You can have a bump and guts match, and then Darby and Sting and Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky also got in each other's faces because that's going to happen as well.
That's too many people.
And then at the end, we had the AEW World Tag Team Championship match, Young Bucks versus Varsity Blondes, which is Brian Pillman Jr. and the other guy,
Griff
Garrison,
whatever.
And Bucks won. Then they got beat up by Eddie Kingston and John Moxley, and they stole their $10,000 Jordan Dwyer shoes and left with them. But Eddie Kingston also, because he's from the streets, took the socks off both Bucks. Because you got to get those nice socks too.
I mean, they're probably nice socks.
Yeah, they're probably nice socks.
You can't wear any. You can't wear just Hanes and
probably Mike's NBA socks.
Yeah, some very nice socks. So there you go. That was Dynamite.
So it's Double or Nothing now.
Double or Nothing is Sunday. So,
wow. Okay.
Sunday. So it's time to make our first picks of the year.
Well, I thought we were done making picks.
Are we done making?
I thought we had retired.
Why? Because you won the title again, or title for the first time?
Yes, I forgot. Yes, I'm the champion.
Yeah, you're the champ, right?
Yeah, the forever champion.
You're you want to be the forever champion?
Didn't I say I was going to make a comeback this year?
Here's your chance.
This is my year for a comeback.
Here's your chance. Sting and Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page.
Are we at the bottom? Are we?
Yeah, we're starting from the bottom.
Okay.
Tag match. Sting's first time in a ring in 7 years.
Sting better take this loss, even though probably Scorpio will. I'm going to say Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page win. I feel like they need it more than either of the other two.
They do, but who are they going to pin? They're not going to pin Sting.
Got to pin Sting.
I mean, it would make a lot of sense. Give me Sting and Darby.
I will take. I'll take Page and Sky.
That's the right move, but I just think they're going to go.
So is that a lone wolf for you, or is Mike potentially going to make these picks?
Good question. I don't know.
I don't know how he could actually. He's
dead. He can't make any picks from the grave.
Yeah.
Is he a ghost?
I haven't seen him yet. I've been waiting. I've been expecting him.
A haunted?
Well, you wouldn't see him.
Expecting
He's a ghost.
Haunting?
You can see ghosts.
I mean, if
not
they
all
want,
the time.
Not all the time.
If they want to,
right?
You.
You don't think he would haunt all of us?
Oh,
he's waiting for
sure haunt all of us.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, come on.
Immediately, that'd be the first thing he would do.
He would haunt everybody.
I feel like first he would see what he could put his ghost penis in and what he could not. Then he would haunt us.
Oh, good God Almighty! Stadium Stampede, Pinnacle versus Inner Circle. If the Inner Circle loses, they have to disband. That's why I'm picking the Inner Circle.
Who won their last match?
Pinnacle.
All right, I'll say Inner Circle.
To get the win back.
Sweep it.
Yeah, got to get the win back.
Cage versus Page. Here you go,
boy.
Wally. Brian Cage versus Adam Page.
Right.
I think this is a good opportunity for Page to get his win back. So I'm going to go Adam Page.
Oh, did Brian Cage already beat him?
Yes.
Oh, when did they wrestle?
A couple weeks ago on Dynamite. It was like a very big surprise loss.
Give me that lonesome cowboy, Adam Page.
Sad cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the Page double.
Oh, so that's a sweep?
Yeah. Did we skip over Cody?
Did we skip over Cody?
Versus Anthony Ogogo?
Yeah, we did. Cody versus Anthony Ogogo in a battle of nations.
Oh my God.
Cody wins. Sweep it.
Because Cody Rhodes. And
Cody Rhodes, the American dream.
Because Cody, and also because America on Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, Cody wins. I mean, it just makes the most sense.
I don't want to pick it, but yeah.
It makes sense, but
Makes the most sense.
Cody Rhodes, even though this is what
America.
Ogogo's second time wrestling, and they're trying to build him up.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then,
his fourth match. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Too bad you
to lose, but whatever.
It's Cody.
It's Cody. So Cody. Casino Battle Royal. It's always TBA. I feel like we've got Christian Cage, TBA. Matt Sydal, Penta, Powerhouse Hobbs, Evil Uno, Colt Cabana, Preston Vance.
What's a Preston Vance?
I don't know.
He's the big dude in Dark Order, the like super jack dude who comes out with -1 all the time.
Oh, number 10?
Number 10. Press 10 Vance.
Oh.
Versus Jungle Boy versus Matt Hardy versus Mark Quinn versus Isaiah Cassidy versus TBA.
Okay.
Who TBA is always.
What does the winner get? A title shot, or
they get a title shot? I forget when. Like whenever they want. If they get the big chip, they bring the big chip down.
What's the big fall show? That's
out.
when it is, isn't it?
All out. No. Because Brian Cage won it. Was it last year? Brian Cage won, or 2 years ago now? I forget now.
So the winner should be Penta, just based on this crew.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know if I want to pick him though.
You could pick TBA. You have been known to do that. I have
been known to pick a TBA.
You go for some TBA.
Is it too early for Christian Cage?
I don't know. Good question.
And this is for the big belt, right?
I think it's for the big belt.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Are Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy still with Matt Hardy?
Yeah, so that's going to be like
so they'll break up or something.
Yeah, there's going to be weirdness there, I'm sure.
Or they're going to help him win and let him take the shot.
Give me TBA.
That's the right pick.
Give me TBA.
Like the right pick.
It's probably not the right pick, but give me TBA. Why not? We're starting out. It's the beginning of the year. You could take a chance.
Yeah.
Sometimes chances like Jinder Mahal, picking him over and over and over again to win will lead to you winning the year.
It's true.
Sometimes
that does happen.
That has been known.
So I feel like it's too early for Christian, even though he's clearly getting a title shot at some point. So just because he's the best one in the ring, I'm going to say Penta.
Right. Not a bad pick.
I'll go with Matt Hardy then. If he's got two guys in his corner, why not?
You don't see the breakup happening there, or like
probably
some
not.
sort of
like, have they been alluding to them breaking up at all?
Not really.
So
as far as I remember, they were
this
just
could be the start.
Maybe it's the start of
friction,
something.
But
he's been like dicking them around, taking their wins. They'll like do all the work and be about to win, and he'll tag himself in and just pin the guy. And
fuck it, I'll take Jungle Boy then. I like Jungle Boy better.
Wow,
Jungle Boy. I know it's not going to happen.
It's a big shot for Jungle
Boy.
It's not going to happen, but I like him. So
watch Matt Hardy win now, because this is what happens. I come up with this logic, and then they just no. AEW Women's title.
We've said
Cara Shida versus Britt Baker.
She just had it forever.
She's had it for over a year.
She's been a good champ, right?
Fine. Yeah. Nothing bad there.
Britt's going to take
It's got to be Britt.
It's got to be Britt, right? Sweep it, Britt.
Yeah.
Come on, Britt. AEW tag team titles, Bucks versus Moxley and Eddie Kingston. I assume that this is going to be a feud for a while, but they're not going to win it here.
I'm saying Bucks.
First time that they're fighting.
Yeah.
Moxley and Eddie Kingston aren't a real tag team. They're just pals.
They're pals, but I could see them winning the belts at some point, being like a fun team, giving Moxley something to do when he's not champ.
That's true. I'm going to say Bucks.
I don't think, yeah. There's going to be obviously a shenanigan of some kind in there because they've been cold spraying people in the face, and the Good Brothers are still around. I imagine something like that might happen. Or maybe we see like a Bullet Club, another former Bullet Club member show up and help screw them. There's going to be some screwiness there.
Yeah, I'll take the Bucks.
Is that another sweep?
It sounds it. Yeah, I guess.
If that's what you're picking, yeah.
Miro versus Lance Archer for the TNT title. We didn't talk about TNT. It's the TNT title. They're moving off TNT.
Yeah.
TBS title.
But it's not going to be called the TBS title. It'll still be called the TNT title. Maybe it'll be called the Turner title. Maybe they'll just like...
that would make more sense.
Like the Turner Broadcasting title or something like that. But they said no so far. But that doesn't mean shit.
Well, clearly it's not just a TV belt, though. This is their pay-per-view, too.
Well, yeah, that's usually how it goes.
So this has to be Miro, right? Because he
has to be Miro.
All right, I want to pick Lance Archer then.
Why does it have to be Miro?
Because he just won it.
When did he win it?
Like a week ago.
Oh, it's Miro.
Yeah,
it's Lance Archer.
Miro, sweep it. No, you're picking Lance.
I'm picking Lance Archer.
Nice. AEW World Title 3-way match. Kenny Omega versus Orange versus Pac.
Honestly, I would be happy with any of these, but I think the one I would least like to see is Omega holds it.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. Omega is easily going to hold this for as long as
I
possible.
also am picking Kenneth Omega.
Kenneth.
So you're both picking Omega?
Yep.
Man.
Pac should, because he's the bastard and he's awesome. Orange Cassidy would be fun, but it's got to be Omega, at least until he drops the Mexico belt. The AAA belt.
He has the Impact belts too.
It's a 3-way match. You're not going to lose the belt unless
Cassidy takes.
Cassidy takes it.
Pac could beat Cassidy, yeah.
But I more like it's more likely that Omega pins Cassidy. That way you keep Pac looking strong.
That's absolutely.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
So I'll take Omega.
We had a lot of sweeps here.
Yeah.
Too many sweeps.
Lance Archer is the key. He's going to win me the night.
That's a lot of pressure on Lance. NXT on Tuesday nights. Tell me if any of this brings you back.
Okay.
God, I need you. I need you watching NXT again if Mike's dead.
You need someone on the show to talk
to watch something. Zoe Stark versus Toni Storm. Toni won. She debuted a new move.
Oh yeah,
Mike's
could be cool, but also I didn't get it.
I thought it was very cool looking. Mike said it was called the concussion. I did not hear that called.
No,
I think he was just saying like she got a concussion. No,
I like it sounded. Somebody said the move is called the concussion, but I didn't hear it on the.
It wasn't on the
audio. Yeah,
but it was a good match. Fun move.
What was a hip toss into a DDT?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, it was
like a move into like a spike DDT.
Yeah. It
looks cool.
It looked pretty badass. So
I mean, that probably was a good match. Zoe Stark's a fine competitor, and Toni is usually good.
I like them both. So,
but no, that doesn't bring it back.
Doesn't bring it back. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell had a day of beauty.
Nope.
Like
because they won the tag title, so they went to the spa.
Nope. Don't get any cares.
Could have been funny, but it doesn't bring it back.
They go to the spa and they're talking crap about Dexter Lumis.
No, I'm out.
And no, it's gonna get worse. They zoom out, and the guy giving them a massage, giving Indy a massage, is Dexter Lumis.
And no one like turns and looks and sees him.
And then he because they had face masks on, so they couldn't see. And then he sad boy left at one point.
Who is thinking this is
extra okay don't want to watch NXT. This is pushing me further away.
But then I think later somewhere in here, I don't know if it says it, but Indy was back on the Lumis train. I forget what happened.
Gross.
$1 Million Man Ted DiBiase showed up in the Capitol Wrestling Center
to
screw over Cameron Grimes and force him to lose a match.
I love that.
To a new guy, I forget his name. I think he was an Evolve guy. Some new guy pinned Cam Grimes, and he was all pissed off. Stop messing with me, Ted DiBiase!
I love that.
So that happened.
That's not bad.
Will that bring you back?
DiBiase versus Grimes might bring me back.
Okay.
When they actually get in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne.
That's when he'll actually put Peacock on his PlayStation.
Yeah, I'll at least give myself the option to watch it.
Oh, that's step one. First, he has to download it.
Haven't done it yet.
I love how you pay for it, but don't. There's other stuff on there.
Never watched it.
I don't get it.
I don't want to roll through The Office again.
Yeah.
Lots of people would disagree. You could watch Friends.
I don't care about that at all.
Oh,
maybe Parks and Rec, since I never really finished it.
There you go. That's isn't it? Oh no, it was taken off Netflix, right?
I don't know.
The last season's not so.
I like the last episode. My favorite thing in the last episode was what happened to Jerry. Jerry Gergich.
He retired or he became mayor.
He becomes mayor.
Yeah.
This is a spoiler. I don't know if you care.
No.
He becomes mayor
for a show from like 7 years ago.
I know, but he just said he didn't watch the final season. Jerry Gergich becomes mayor, and then he lives. He, of course, is married to that supermodel, right?
Yeah.
I forget her name. And it said like they were at his funeral because they did like a flash forward for everybody.
Right.
Like, oh, here's what happened in the whole life or most of the life of everybody in the show.
Oh.
And for Jerry, they were at his funeral, and he was like mayor for life, beloved by everyone, lived to be 105 and like passed away in his sleep with like his loving family around him. It was like the most like amazing life he had after the show was over, after he got shit on for 7 years.
Didn't they on his tomb? Wasn't it like Jerry, Gary, Larry?
Yes,
Gergich
every name was on there because he didn't even remember what his own name was. Yes, very good. Where were we? Pete Dunne is trying to win the NXT title.
I mean, a pissed off Pete Dunne is good. Yep. I like that.
Raquel and Dakota talk about how they're going to go for the tag belts again.
They'll be fine.
They're still best friends, but they're
definitely
not
break
be.
Up. Yeah. Which at this point will be good for both of them. Like them being together was fine, but it's time.
Right. It's been a year.
They don't need each other anymore.
Tommaso Ciampa and Toothless Timmy against Legado del Fantasma.
I imagine the old guys won this.
They did,
because Legado del Fantasma is two good wrestlers who are the worst tag team.
They lose
ever.
all the time.
Yeah.
I forgot to say this last week. Our guy Bobby's
back.
Bobby's back.
I like that. And he wants Pete Dunne.
Yep, he's mad at Dunne. He saved O'Reilly last week.
Good. Okay, good.
But then in the promo, he said like, I saved him because of our like past or whatever, but like I'm not here for like anything with him. I'm like we get along, we're good and all that, but I want to fight all these people.
That's the second best thing I could have done with him.
So
the best would be if he came back and he was just full evil Bobby.
He might be. You never know.
We'll see.
So he's gonna face Pete Dunne at some point and lose.
Yeah.
Saray was back. She killed Aaliyah.
Sounds about right.
Shotzi and Ember want the tag titles back.
Don't care.
And they did their whole woo 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 ball pit Ember's Law thing,
which I still don't understand what Ember's Law is. And every time they would try to like explain it, and even the announcers couldn't explain what that means.
There you go. Hit Row debuted. They killed Nice and Daivari.
Don't care.
And then Johnny Gargano and Bronson Reed had a very nice steel cage match.
I imagine it was a good match.
Title, and Bronson Reed won.
Okay.
So he won the title, which is good and dumb, because why didn't he just win it last time?
Right. Why did it take him 2 tries?
Why did it take him so long to get the title?
Yep.
He should have just won it the first time if he was supposed to win it anyway. Why did Johnny win that last time? That makes no sense to me.
I kind of want to see, because I feel like you got a hard left John Gargano at this point, but I can see him doing something different, like only being a valet for the women tag champs or something. Like I'm never wrestling again.
Just being a manager.
Yeah. But like
that's
obviously he'll come back to fight soon enough. Just hell, throw him in a feud with Ciampa and break up him and Toothless Timmy. That would be fine.
Is that the most heel thing that Gargano could do, is just not wrestle?
I'm not gonna do it.
I refuse. I'm so good. I refuse to wrestle.
Yeah.
No way. Yeah, so that was NXT. Bronson is your champ. I like Bronson. I was hoping he was going to win last time. I'm very surprised he lost the way he did.
Well, he won it before, and this was his defense, wasn't it? This was the rubber match, I think.
This was Johnny's defense. Johnny beat Bronson.
Oh, okay.
Straight up.
Yeah, I thought then after that they had already had a match. This was the match.
No,
okay.
This was that match.
So they're going to have a rubber.
They had a bunch of shenanigans leading up to this match. I'm assuming, Johnny's going to face him again. Probably get beat again.
Yeah.
The other thing, obviously, this would have murdered Johnny. So it can't happen. But he does that giant splash.
Yeah,
but he just didn't do it off. He didn't do it off the top of the cage,
which
would have been so cool if he had done it off the top of the cage. But it would have killed Johnny probably, right?
It probably would have crushed his chest.
The tsunami off the top of the cage.
Burst spleen immediately.
Yeah, it's no safe way to do that. I'm guessing, but I kind of thought that was going to happen. I'm like, oh, if he wins, he's tsunamiing off the top. So I was excited to like, or he's at least going to try and miss it, and maybe he loses that way. That would have made sense to me.
Yeah,
if
but
he misses
he
a tsunami,
needs to win that one.
Yeah. I mean, he should have won the last time. So there you go.
So it sounds like Bill was very interested in at least two of those things.
Bobby Fish is back.
I like that. I'm glad that they didn't just fire him yet.
He might lose to Pete Dunne and get fired next week.
That is always possible.
That's very possible.
But he's a good wrestler. You can do stuff with him.
And then obviously the Ted DiBiase stuff.
I was listening to Tommy Dreamer's podcast, the House of Hardcore podcast, and he had Brian Myers, who used to be Kurt Hawkins, on, and they were talking about a WWE tryout that they went to. Tommy Dreamer was like, when ECW closed, he went over and like started doing talent relation stuff, like not the top guy, but like a lower level guy, and bringing in people in WWE. And they had like this big tryout, and Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins were at it, and I guess they were talking about it. They're like, it was awful because there were so many like green people there who didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and it was just a giant mess. Like it was awful. And at the end, Tommy Dreamer was like, yo, this sucked. Basically, you all suck. You need to like get it together if you want to have another tryout. But Bobby Fish was in the tryout, I guess, at the very early stages of his indie career. And him and Dreamer both said like, he was great. He came in, he had a character, he did all this stuff. Like he was great in the ring, and he did all this stuff. At the end, when he said everybody sucks, he's like, everybody sucks, and we all know who the best one here is. It's Bobby. And then they both were like, we still don't know why nobody hired him at that point. Like he was the best at the tryout. He did all this great stuff. Everybody loved him. And then we didn't hire him. And then we didn't hire him for like 20 years. Like, what the hell? So weird. But that was it. That was NXT. Bobby's back.
Good. I do like that.
So Bobby and Ted DiBiase.
That's it.
What if they were together? No,
I'd have to see how that fits.
Because Ted cannot wrestle.
I told you how I want this to go.
You just want him to roll.
I want him to get him into the ring.
Yep.
Do a quick roll up, 1, 2, 3. Not even take off the $1 million jacket, which he better be wearing. Hand the referee
black or purple.
The black and gold one.
Oh, the classic.
Hand an actual wad of money to the referee, laugh in Grimes' face, and walk out.
Do you think
that's the match I want him to have?
Do you think him and Grimes ever team up as like billionaires? Do you think they become friends?
No.
No, not for a while. It would have to be like a year or two down the line.
So there's got to be somebody.
There's got to be a lot of distance between.
There's going to have to be somebody to wrestle in his place as like his new Virgil.
No, this is a one-off match.
Yeah,
it's just a roll up and that's it.
And that's it.
And then we move on to a different.
And then DiBiase goes back to whatever he's doing.
And then Cam Grimes loses all his money. Is that how it ends?
Maybe they bet. Maybe they bet on the match, and he loses all his fortune. Oh, yeah, yes. And then he goes back to being country poor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just booked it better than they did.
I mean, they booked it pretty good so far.
Yeah.
That part. Anyway. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Well, it's time for a top 5, I guess.
Yeah. You were sitting on this for a couple of weeks, you said.
No,
he just made it up now, I think.
Pretty much. Top 5 types of penguins.
What?
There's at least
isn't it a tie between all penguins?
There's 18 different types apparently.
18 types of penguins.
Yeah. So number 5 is going to be a royal penguin.
That low, huh?
Number 4 is going to be Galapagos penguin. Number 3 is going to be little blue because it's the smallest and it's also blue and he's the only one that's not black. Number 2 is going to be macaroni.
What?
Because it's got a funny name and it's also got the yellow
What?
Oh, Tuft.
Yeah, Tough Things.
Oh, look at that. He's a blue penguin.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
And then the number one is obviously the Emperor Penguin because he's
that's
an emperor.
When you said royal, that's what I thought you meant.
Emperor.
Yeah.
Emperor
I
number
do
one.
like a blue penguin. I've never seen one before.
I do like a blue penguin. I have to clip that. Put it somewhere. I do like a blue penguin.
That's going to be in the next intro to the show.
Yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, top 5 types of penguins because who
Okay.
knew that there would be so many. And I found out that there were so many because I'm bored online and Instagram has a discover page full of
Just penguins?
ridiculous shit that apparently I like enough posts about animals that they're like, here's penguins. Okay.
People like penguins.
I
Try
love
penguins.
So
I mean, yeah, most people like a penguin, right?
Sure.
yeah.
All right. The next show is
Oh, they're also called fairy penguins.
Really? Like fairy, like the mythical creature, or
Yeah.
fairy like the boat that brings you across.
No, like the mythical creature.
No, I like that name better than Little Blue.
Only 13 inches high,
What? They're that tiny?
17 inches long.
Would you have a penguin as a pet?
I don't have pets.
No, because then you'd have to have a lot of fish in the house and fish smell.
A lot of fish. Got to keep them wet all the
What
time.
if you got one of those like
Well, Galapagos penguins probably aren't too bad.
what if you got one of those cool like tunnel like they swim out of your house? They can go out in the pond and or the water outside and eat the fish out there.
You'd have to live.
You still have to live in a cold environment
either
or freeze the
or live in like a temperate
you need like a
climate
James
and
Bond
get a-
like tank.
Galapagos because they're the ones that are actually
Mm.
there's a couple different African types too, I believe, that are okay with the warm weather. But
I want to research this and see if anyone has.
I saw a
penguin
video years
pets.
ago on some show. Somebody in Japan had a pet penguin, and they would like put a little backpack on him, and the penguin would walk to like the fish store and get a fish, then come home and basically they would just spray him with a hose for a while.
See, that's the kind of pet I like. Get your own food. I'm gonna spray with a hose and laugh at you. That's not nice. All right, New Jack, Dark Side of the Ring. That's the next episode.
Wait,
unfortunately, it's illegal to own any species of penguin in the U.S. because they're all technically protected or endangered.
this one apparently is the least concerned conservationally. I still believe it's illegal, but the little penguins, they're not worried about going away.
Which ones?
The little blues.
Oh, the blues.
Okay.
Wait, I thought we were doing episodes 3 and 4 of Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter's Legacy.
Jupiter
what?
Ascending, the movie.
Oh, okay.
Still looking
You
at
didn't-
penguins.
Okay.
I'm still looking at penguins.
Oh.
Jupiter, you better believe on the show last week you said you're gonna type it somewhere. And I was looking for a picture to like put up for the picture, and I put Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I getting all this Channing Tatum bullshit? Like, oh, that's because it's called Jupiter's Legacy. God damn it. But we didn't watch that. We watched the Dark Side of the Ring, New Jack.
Right.
Oh my God.
I knew a little bit about some of this, but I didn't know most of this.
No, I know. I feel like I didn't know most of it. This came out like a year ago and was like a big deal last year. So somehow I missed it. I don't watch all the Dark Side of the Rings like in a row like you did. I guess we'll talk about it when we
I don't think I've
get
ever
there.
seen any of them.
I watched all
There's
the
th-
first season except for Fabulous so 5
Right.
episodes other than
And then there's a season 2 and season 3 is happening right now.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, season 2 has 10 episodes, I believe.
yeah, it's not a ton and they're short. They're only
You-
44 minutes.
Well, the
so-
first 2 are the Chris Benoit saga, and
Right.
I was like, I'm definitely not gonna
Yeah,
watch
skip
that one.
those are tough. Those
Okay.
are tough watch. Some of this is a tough watch. That's what I'm saying. So
So,
we'll talk about it. All right, that's it. This episode's over. We will be back with New Jack. He's not here.
oh, thank God.
You can relax. Peace out.
See,
Why do you wait so long?
I forgot about it.